Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Browns are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Jets defense that needs to be ready for it. With that, let's get up to Cleveland. We're standing by our Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Guyton, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the former USC Trojan. It's Cody Kessler.
When Cody Kessler was drafted, many people thought it was a surprise that he went in the 3rd round. They thought he would go later. But when he came out, the man who selected him told the rest of the world, trust me, this guy can play.
Now the 3rd-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Set, green, 39, green.
Kessler looks to throw on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. And his throw here is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
David Harris is a playmaker at inside linebacker and also one of the most durable guys in the league.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. Going underneath for Crowell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Kessler now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Yep, a pass breakup for Darrelle Revis. Really shouldn't be a surprise, should it? Because he has great athletic gifts, but even more than that, an intelligence for the game. Understands how it's being played, how people want to attack, from what angles they'll come from, and then he gives up nothing. Typically takes away an entire side of the field for an offense and really hamstrings them along the way. Even this far into his career, one of the top corners in the league and a guy that you don't want to mess with.
second down. Here's Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Here we go.
Here's Kessler to throw. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Crowell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Again, it's Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Kessler. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit. An illegal contact on a quarterback, the defenders really have to get in line.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Throwing now, Kessler on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnage, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
Now Kessler throwing up, and he's got the 1st-round pick, Coleman, for Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. And here's Sean Sweezum after the touchdown to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by their quarterback in his 4th season now out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Hope accompanied this young man when he came out of West Virginia, and many thought he would be one of the top starters in the league by about this time in his career. That hasn't happened, but no one has abandoned the thought that maybe he can still get to that level.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And here are the starters offensively. And one of the wideouts, Eric Decker.
Remember when he came out of school, out of Minnesota, and many thought he was nothing more than a number 2 or 3 receiver? He's proven everyone wrong. He's a guy who's a high-volume catcher and a terrific player downfield.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, this is Forte. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
1 quarter down. It's a close game here early on. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
They'll try and get it with Forte. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So 2nd and 10 here. The play clock's running down. Play action. It's Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go back to the ground attack here. It's Forte. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, here's Smith to Decker over the middle.
Holding. Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. It's complete. He's got Eric Decker. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Following the penalty, it's Forte. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Smith. And this is complete. It's Marshall. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. So now it's 1st and goal. On the ground, Forte fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Forte with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by a Matt Forte touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now we spotlight the Jets defense. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway. That's for sure.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:57 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Here we go. Blue landing.
Kessler looks to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
82's moving. 82's moving.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Blue landing.
Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. Surveying the field. This is complete to Hawkins. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And he's got Decker, left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to a New York 1st down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Gino now to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Smith. To Decker over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. In the red zone this time. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again is Smith. And it's caught by Decker for a Jets touchdown. Eric Decker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. On for the extra point is Folk. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come out here in the eye. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Kessler. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Kessler on first down. A screen complete to Crowell. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3 yards remaining here on second down. On second down, here's Kessler. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Final play of the half. It's Kessler. He's got time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Browns are going to have to battle back from behind in the second half. The Jets, on the other hand, struggled last week but have turned it around here today. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Browns lined up at the 5. Kessler's got a completion here into coverage, and he goes in for 6. Browns is up now by 7. About halfway through the second, Forte is going to stay up the middle, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Jets tied up at 7. Jets lined up at the 5. The pass is completed into tight coverage, and after the short pass, he'll score. That puts them up by a touchdown. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And the Jets set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now Gino. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They come out here in the eye. Following the penalty, it's Forte. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
To throw on second down is Smith. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Forte. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Play clock winding down. Geno now to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. A running play now for Forte. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 2nd down, Forte. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. So this is the 2nd consecutive week, as you look at the numbers, that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Emmanuel Ogbah, the rookie from Oklahoma State, in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk from the left hash, this from 37. And Folk's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Crowell. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Kessler. He finds Coleman. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Kessler throwing on 2nd down, finding time. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnage, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A fake to Crowell. Now it's Kessler. He's got time in the pocket. Look at the time. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
From the red zone now, 1st down. Here's Kessler. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39! Green 39!
On the run, it's Crowell. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Green 39! Green 39!
Kessler throwing now. And that is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the defense. Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
Touching that Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw, Kessler. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their big tight end. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Squeeze him now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And here's Sean Sweezum after the touchdown to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st down, Smith. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it's 1st down, New York.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A give. This is Forte. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it'll be first down here after the run. They come out here in the I. Back to the ground on first, it's Forte. And he's going to fight it. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll give it up to Forte. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Now Smith. And Marshall's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
The pitch comes to Forte. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.